到我哋嘅 special guest Ania! Yay! So this video I will mainly speak English, but you will find the Chinese subtitle at below. So okay, what are we doing today, Ania?
Oh, it's very exciting.
Okay.
I'm making Carmen taste a bit of Poland, a bit of Polish food. She lives in Poland. She hasn't tried a lot of things yet. And really, I recently moved to Poland after 16 years of not being here, so it's taking me back to my childhood as well. I'm so looking forward to this, but I'm really looking forward to hearing what Carmen thinks of Polish food.
Oh, okay. I hope I can try to enjoy most of it. If you want to find out, just keep watching.
Yay! Okay,
let's get started.
Let's get started. So I want to say that I've already introduced Carmen to our local grain coffee. It's actually decaf and it's made in our town in Skawina.
Okay, so I know it's this one.
Yes.
I recognize this.
Yes, it's Inca. So this was like the very first grain coffee made in Skawina, and I think in the whole world actually. Now it's exported to different countries of the world, but I've introduced Carmen already to caramel flavor, but this is classic. This is the very first one.
So I never tried the classic one, so today I'm going to try it. It's so nice. I remember when the first time you introduced me this drink was like really nice, because normally I like coffee, but I'm not really good handling caffeine. So most of the day I do exercise, then I will not drink anything have caffeine. But this one is like kind of tastes like very silky and milky. Of course you can choose, you put cream or milk.
I have cream in mine.
So you can choose whatever you would like to the combination. If you like sugar, of course you can put sugar or syrup, either way.
You can have your morning coffee even when you can't drink caffeine. It's lovely.
Yeah, and then this is my first time to try the original flavors. Yeah, they are more into like kind of like milky in a way. Yeah, more than the coffee, what it tastes like, but they are still taste really good. And even right now they come with a lot of different flavors, like caramel, honey, chocolate,
and milk one as well. They've got like milk and honey one.
Yeah, I just can't stop drinking it, because this is recently I use my favorite. I drink it every single day in the morning. Not this original favorite, but definitely when I finish my caramel flavor, I'll keep buying this. So now we're going to next.
So now we're gonna move on to some savory stuff. We have Polish sausage. We have Polish bread, which I understand is quite a rare thing in Hong Kong.
It smells very like organic and natural. It's really come with very different.
This one is
the bread in Hong Kong. Of course, in Hong Kong you can find similar bread as well, but I think I heard about the Polish bread they only make with a natural yeast.
Natural yeast. Yes. Like sourdough kind of thing.
Yeah. In Chinese we call 酸种面包. Like this type of bread right now is become very popular in Hong Kong, but they only appear if you are Hong Kongonian, you will know now they only appear in Hong Kong Island or the fancy district, and basically one baked bread, sourdough bread like this is around costing like 30 something Hong Kong dollar or something like that.
It's
but
crazy.
In here it's actually
this loaf was 360.
So
zlotys,
360 zlotys is around just like 8 Hong Kong dollar max. So
and this is like difference. You know, just the traditional plain normal Polish bread. When I was a child, this was more or less the bread that we always had, and then with years some different varieties of bread were introduced to Polish market. I actually prepared some proper Polish butter. I don't know if you've ever tried proper Polish butter. Have you? Not margarine, but butter.
I think so, but not this brand. By the way, just the bread in itself tastes really nice, and definitely it fill your stomach. Because if you know Hong Kong bakery, most of the bread there just tastes like air. So at the moment you eat it, it's okay, it's fine. But like after 30 minutes or an hour, you will feel hungry again. But this one, now.
It's the butter, isn't it?
Yeah, the butter,
butter.
really make it even way more nicer.
So far so good, she likes it.
Yeah.
Okay, save your stomach.
Okay.
Because we still have more things to go on your bread.
Okay.
So I will like to introduce you to Polish pate and Polish sausage. Okay, let's try it with pate maybe first, without the bread.
This one I really want to try it.
It's roasted. Okay, so there's lots of meat, vegetables, and it's like blended together and roasted. Actually, I still haven't tried better pate than what my mum's homemade pate was. What do you think?
I don't know why. They kind of taste like tuna. I think
tuna?
Yeah, I think the texture wise.
Yeah, maybe the texture.
Yeah, the texture wise.
It actually has prunes in it. It's like dry.
Like plums?
No, yeah, dry plums.
Ah.
And you can make this kind of pate with. Oh, I'll tell you what. My favorite actually is rabbit meat. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Your husband's granddad used to breed rabbits for meat. Did you know that?
Kind of.
It's so funny because my mom used to buy rabbits for meat from Peter's granddads. Okay, when we were children.
Okay.
So we go way back.
Okay.
So what do you think to it?
It's nice, but I just don't know why I keep thinking about tuna in my head. I think maybe this is the closest thing I tried in my life before.
Well,
like a can of tuna, but they don't taste like fish. They do taste like, they do have meat flavor, but they are the texture wise is kind of like that. Okay, now I try with the bread.
Okay, yeah. Actually, you should try it with bread and butter.
You have butter.
Okay.
I think it just make me going back to love bread again.
Yay! It's so difficult not to love Polish bread.
Yeah.
Although I have to say, my husband is not a fan. My husband is British, so he was brought up with, sorry England, English bread. And he likes Polish bread when it's fresh, because actually there's not a lot of chemicals in Polish bread, so it goes off very quickly. Yeah. It dries out very quickly and it just goes moldy very quickly.
And then I remember one thing is that actually in here, for our religion, we're not supposed to throw bread. So before, back in the days, my parents-in-law, they still have chicken, so we will receive a lot of like going kind of like too hard bread. It's not very tasty for human. We will receive a lot of bread and then we're going to the chicken.
Yeah, and actually for those of us who never had chickens, like my mum would dry the bread deliberately. If we had loads of bread left over, she would dry it and make our own breadcrumbs and use it for a lot of dishes.
Oh.
Yeah. Polish people in general, back in the day, were very conscious of not throwing away any food. So if there was anything left, you would make something else from it. I mean, my mom could just, you know, gather up the leftovers from the whole week and create an amazing dinner out of it. Because she was brought up like this. Because back in the day, there was not much in shops, so you couldn't really afford to throw away anything.
Yeah, that is definitely.
We want to have a little break from this and get on to the soup. Gorący kubek. This is basically instant soup in a cup. You just pour boiling water over it, stir it really fast. and it turns into a soup. This actually is my husband's favorite flavor. It's called żurek. Żurek. It's kind of like sour soup.
Oh, okay.
In a traditional Polish restaurant, it would be served in the bread or in the bread crust with bread lid on top of it.
Oh,
okay.
I see.
And you would have like sausage, really nice sausage in it, and maybe eggs and potatoes.
Okay,
but this is like a drinking kind.
Okay.
It's nice,
yeah.
isn't it?
Although this is instant, you can actually really taste of different flavor inside, the sour bit and all the different herbs.
Okay, so how about we go to traditional Polish sour things? I know, it's your favorite. Okay, so we'll start with this one. It's sauerkraut. It's basically fermented cabbage. And again, back in the day, we would make our own. Polish Christmas is heavy on sauerkraut and cabbage, isn't it? There we go.
So they are kind of like look like these, just like from the look, they just look like normal cabbage. But
it's sauerkraut.
They are very sour. This flavor is really look like our 酸菜. So actually in Chinese cuisine, we have one type of cabbage. It tastes like that, but normally we are not directly eat that. We will normally put in a noodle soup.
Okay.
Or you are cooked into a soup.
Yeah, you would cook it into a stew in Poland.
Yeah.
Of course, Polish people were very heavy on like getting the natural antibodies and antibiotics and stuff like that. And sauerkraut is actually fantastic for your gut health. So that's why Polish people love it.
Yeah.
Right. Pickled gherkins. Yeah. Yum.
And for you guys.
Yeah. I love gherkins.
Now just give you guys a little bit background because I'm half Chinese and half Thai. So most of our cuisine is mainly spicy or salty only. And I'm not really a big fan of sweet tooth. And especially when we come to talk about sour, I still try to use to it. This whole big Polish culture of sour food.
Actually, pick one out.
Whole piece?
Well, you can cut a little bit off with a knife.
Let's just cut a little bit.
Okay, I'll eat the rest. Then.
No, I just don't want to waste the good food for you guys. Okay.
Right, go for it, girl.
Okay. Like a cheese.
Look at your face. You love it. It's really nice on the pate sandwich. Yeah.
I'm going to put some bread.
It makes your lips tingle. Because it's very sour and salty.
Yeah.
And again, it's like fermented. So it's a very similar source of antibiotics and natural bacteria for your gut.
But to be honest, I think actually the cabbage is more sour than this one.
Oh yeah.
This one is like they are sour, but they are more salty.
Oh, my lips are like really tingling from it. Next one is gonna be a very strange one.
Okay.
It's
actually not finished yet.
It's actually jelly, but it's pork jelly.
Yes. So they are actually look like this.
My mum used to make jelly like this.
Ah, okay.
Right, shall we?
Okay, this is I never tried before.
Okay.
In Hong Kong, when you buy canned food, like made out with pork, so normally they are just this, just meat inside. And then, but in here, it always comes with something a little bit like jelly.
But actually, this jelly comes from the pork bones, and it's collagen.
Okay.
It's like collagen. It's natural collagen.
I will try it.
Is it good?
Mm.
I've not had this one before. So.
Really? Let's try together. It actually tastes nice.
It tastes good.
Yeah.
Well, so far, she likes Polish food.
Yeah, so far I keep eating it. I'm sorry. They are actually, the texture of the jelly is actually more harder than I thought. Because I think in I think when we in Hong Kong, normally we only eat jelly in a dessert form, in a sweet form.
Yeah.
So they are always kind of like more bouncy and they are more, how to say, more softer. But this one, they do actually is more firm and the meat is actually tastes good. They do have some kind of like I think it's carrots or something like that, and they are really well seasoned. It's really nice.
Ania 實在太好客啦，買咗勁多波蘭食品俾我試，咁所以呢，我哋會將成個過程呢分為幾集，再同大家分享嘅。如果你鍾意呢條片嘅話呢，俾個 like 我哋，分享、留言同埋訂閱我哋嘅頻道啦。記得撳埋鐘仔喎，咁到我哋下次上載另一集嘅時候呢，咁你就唔會錯過啦。咁我哋下次再見啦，拜拜。